Hello, welcome to another video. Today I've got a Peugeot Expert 1.6 diesel engine. This one has got no power. I'll show you the fault codes. Not sure if you can see that. I've got a P0493 fuel temperature measure, short circuit to positive. That's permanent. Right, so I may have an open circuit, a bad wire, fuel temperature sensor. And then I've got this one, P0493, and I've got the fan, so that'll be the cooling fan, twin speed incoherence between the setting, whatever that means, no command, and the status of the cooling fan. So those two need sorted, and it's putting on a little triangle and the engine light, and there's no power. Using this top down, I've got two options here for the cooling fan. Check the low speed. So I'm going to start that. That's not working. I don't hear it. There's two fans in there. Neither of them are working. Okay. Stop it. And we'll go back. Let's try the high speed. Well, that's working. I'll switch that off. Doesn't sound right, does it? It sounds like when you got ice or something and you're breaking it in a blender. It's not right. So we've got a fault with speed 1 and possibly the fan as well. Okay, I've removed the front grille and look at the damage behind here. That is rubbing on the fan, and that one can hardly move. Probably blown a fuse because of it. That could be speed 1 and speed 2 worked but made a lot of noise. This is the one that spun. There's a problem. Someone's crashed the car. Someone's crashed the car, that's the problem. Look. Gotta try and get this removed and then see what we can do. Remove the bumper. I'll show you the mark it's made on the bumper. Right there. It's really been going into it. I don't know why that was left on a car. A guy bought it like this. But he's going to try and straighten that out with his digger whilst I do the diag. You got the two fans here with the front removed and straightened out. If I put that on, this lights up green like it's got continuity, and I powered it up. And the fan works, so that's the one that we know worked. You see it's generating power now as it's rotating. And I'll do the same test on this side. That one will go there.
They're not open today,
No. You see that doesn't light up green, but if I give it power, it's not turning. So we know we need a fan. What I'm going to do for now is replace this with a headlight bulb, put it in here, and then command it on with the scan tool like I did before, and see if that'll let me know all the other bits of the wiring are okay, and we at least know we need a fan, but that'll prove that that's all we need. And this is all because of Limp home mode, no power. That's why we're doing this. That's the bulb holder connected into the car's original wiring. If these were the same, I could have plugged it into the other fan, but I don't know if they are, but I'm used to using the bulb holder. I'm going to try that with the scan tool now. If I activate this, so we've got the low speed to come into. So I come back out of that low speed and start. And that's the bulb on. I'll just show it on here. So the low speed on that one's working. It must go through a circuit because it wasn't doing that before. I'll try the high speed and see if that one goes faster. I was thinking it was going to be one fan and the other one, no, that's cut out now. It wasn't happy with something, so it's cut out. I think on low speed both fans would come on, so it used the bulb as one of the fans, right? And then high speed it might just be the other one, but I'll go and try it on high speed. It's maybe only powers it on for a little bit on this test and then cuts out. So if you go to the high speed, now this one's the high speed and it made a noise before. Yeah, now it's not making a noise and the bulb's probably lighting up brighter, so looks like we just need a fan. All the wiring's okay. So what I'll do maybe is try it, see if we've got power with the car with a bulb fitted for now. See, that's timed out. So this is quite a useful thing, this Phoenix X-Link. I know other scan tools can do that as well, but that's really useful now. I know that we need a fan. I left the ignition on. Now what I'm going to do is turn this, see if I can erase the fault codes, because I had one for the fuel pressure. I'm not sure the fuel pressure, I mean the fuel temperature. I'm not sure if that also needs to be cleared before it'll give me the full boost. I'm going to try it. If I can erase the fault code using a bulb and that triangle goes out, I'll try it on the road. Right, still only got the same fault codes. I've not got any new ones. That one's gone. The triangle's gone. I'm just going to see if it goes out and stays out. Because it took a few seconds to come on last time. So I think it's when the triangle comes on, it's in limp mode. We still have the fuel temperature, which we could worry about later as a separate thing. But for now I'm here for the boost problem, and I think it's because of that. So I'll go and try it with the wires on, just to see if I've got the boost back. That's going okay with this temporary fix, using a bulb instead of a fan. The P0493, the fault code is gone, and the little triangle that was on the dash is gone, so the no power in this case is down to one faulty fan that I think burned out because of the crash bar being bent. I'll just show you, I do have a fault left though. So it's happy driving like that. I'm not going to leave it like that. I wouldn't take it on a public road like that anyway. So we've got the P0183, that's a different one, fuel temperature, short circuit, but at the moment that's not putting on any lights. It was when the triangle appeared, it went into limp home. After I finished this car, I was speaking to the customer. It was only the diag so far that I've done, but the customer was thinking that's it, ready to go, and it was like, I don't think he quite understood the idea of the bulb. The car needs a fan, it doesn't need a bulb. The car needed a fan, and without two working fans, the car goes into limp home mode. I didn't have a fan to prove that replacing the fan was the only issue with it, because there was two fault codes. The other one was for the fuel temperature. So what I've done, I fitted a headlight bulb in replace of one of the fans. So as far as the car is concerned, it had two fans and the cooling system was working. And whilst it was like that, the car had power again. It didn't go into limp home mode, and it didn't have the triangle on the dash, even though we still had the fuel temperature fault code. So the point of that bulb was just to prove that if we get a fan, is the car going to be okay, or do we need to fix the fuel temperature again? Of course, ideally that would have to be done, but we're looking, I was there for the loss of power to look at that, and then the other one I could do as a separate job. But that was the whole point of the bulb. Now, I've taken the bulb off because it's part of my kit that I've got for doing diagnostics, for load testing. So that car has not got power now, it only had power whilst the bulb was on it. But the customer wasn't that clear about what I was doing, so I thought I would just add it onto the video in case anyone else wasn't that clear about what I'm doing, because sometimes I don't explain stuff very well. I just start doing things and forget to talk, or... Anyway, thanks for watching.